Hey, what if I told you that this video or podcast is going to be super boring, but much more valuable than any single YouTube guru video doing 100K in 7 days and just showing a Shopify dashboard? Well, if you guys are new to this channel, my name is Leighton and I don't edit any of my videos. And this is the second video of the Breakthrough Advertising book summary, you can call it, series. So if this is your first time here, definitely go check out the first video where I go through the introduction of the book. But in this video, we'll be covering the first chapter in the book, Breakthrough Advertising, and there's a lot of info in that book, and I have read the chapter over twice now in the past couple days, and we're only going to be talking about the most important parts of that chapter. If you guys want to read this book on your own, go get it on Amazon or eBay. It's pretty expensive. They don't make it anymore, but you can definitely go find a copy or just listen to this. So yeah, we'll jump right into it. And like I said, there's going to be no edits. This is going to be a podcast style video. And I hope you guys can apply basically every slide I talk about into your business today. If you're a dropshipper or marketer, you can apply any of these principles into your business today, I promise. And it should help a lot. So yeah, let's jump into chapter 1. So you have to understand that every single target market, every single niche, every single market has forces. And forces are basically just desires that are already out there in existence. Now, the power of these forces comes from the market, not the copywriter, not the advertiser, not the dropshipper. We don't make these desires. Doing so can be very catastrophic if you try to create a new desire out of thin air. It just doesn't work like that. So Eugene Schwartz emphasizes a lot that the copywriter's job is to channel and direct mass desire, not actually create it. So you need to locate the desire in your target market and use those desires onto your products. Do not try to create mass desire. Unless you're Steve Jobs and you're making the brand new iPhone, that's creating new desire. I don't think anyone watching this video is on that level. I hope you are, but probably not. So going against the mass desire is stupid and can be very catastrophic to your business. Okay, so next slide is understanding mass desire. So again, mass desire must already exist, so it's your job to channel it. And this is how Eugene Schwartz defines mass desire. Mass desire is the public spread of a private want. So you have to understand that when we advertise, we're advertising to individuals, right? We're advertising to individuals on Facebook, on Instagram, scrolling, where our ad is talking to one person. But the success of our advertising campaign and the success of our business depends on thousands or millions of people sharing the same response. If people can click your ad, go to your website, ultimately check out and purchase. We need thousands, if not millions of people to do that, but we're talking to one person. So that's why we need mass desire, the strongest desire, and the desire that the most people share. That is the most scalable desire. So identifying mass desires. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of mass desires already out there in every single niche and every single demographic. Now, your job as the advertiser, as the copywriter, as the marketer is to detect these desires and channel them into your product. And you do that by doing market research, which we'll talk about definitely later in this book, but also I talk about it on my channel as well. But it's your job to detect these desires and channel them onto your product. And it's very important to understand that, and Eugene Schwartz talks about this, is every product represents a lot of desires, and you can, and he calls them keys, but only one key will fit the lock and actually scale. So in new terms, you can test a bunch of desires for a product, and a lot of them might fail because they're not strong enough, but you need to find that one desire that can completely scale your ad account and scale your business. And then boom, that's all you focus on until you want to start expanding to other desires in other markets. Okay, so channeling mass desire into your product. So there's 3 steps that he breaks down in this book. So step 1 is 3 steps to channel mass desire. Step number 1 is choose what you think is the most powerful desire that can apply to your product. And obviously to find this out, you have to test. So you might test and fail. But through your research, you should be choosing the most powerful desire that you can apply to your product. And number 2 is you need to acknowledge this desire and offer the means to satisfy it in your headline. You need to use copywriting to intrigue your potential customer in your target market to, continue to watch your ad and get through your funnel. And to do this, after you have a headline and a hook, you just want to demonstrate how your product satisfies the desire in the ad. And a lot of people will ask, how long should an ad be? Well, this is the answer. As long as it needs to be to demonstrate how your product satisfies their desire. So if you're selling a t-shirt and it looks very cool, maybe an image of the t-shirt with the design on it is enough to showcase the desire, because people buy clothing based on looks, right? So step 1, choose the most powerful desire. Number 2, acknowledge the desire and offer the means to satisfy it in your ad, in the headline, in the ad hook, and in the script. And 3, demonstrate how your product satisfies the desire. So basically attaching visuals to your text. Okay? Now, after this, Eugene Schwartz goes on to talk about how every single product is actually 2 products. So there's 2 types of products, and every product is 2 products. So you have the physical product, right? The steel, glass, plastic, cloth, cotton, whatever the product is actually made out of. And then you have the second product, which is the functional product. What does it actually do? How does it work in action? So, for example, an iPhone is made out of, I think, titanium now and glass, right? But people aren't buying that. People aren't buying the titanium and glass. They're buying the actual function of the product, calling people, wireless, apps. They're buying the phone in action. So a key point that Eugene Schwartz points out is the physical product does not sell. People buy the functional product. So focus on its function and how it satisfies desires. Don't focus on the actual physical product. It's pretty common sense if you think about it. Okay, and then moving on, unlocking the dominant desires. Every product, again, we talked about this a little bit, every single product gives you keys, desires, but only one will be the dominant desire, and it's your job to test, and find out those ad angles, those concepts, ultimately those desires that can actually scale and make your campaign successful. So again, your job is to find the dominant desires and squeeze every drop of power into your ad. So moving forward, that was basically the end of the chapter. And Eugene Schwartz ends the chapter by saying that the next chapters will showing us how to identify the most dominant desire and how to apply it into your ad effectively. So yeah, looking forward to reading the next chapters again and taking notes and doing this all over again. And if you guys like this video, please just like, comment, and subscribe, guys. That's all I ask. I don't have anything to sell you. I just love this book so much, and I plan on looking back on these videos at a later date to continue to learn and apply these strategies into my business as I get better as a digital marketer. So hope you guys do the same. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or any thoughts, any comments, just comment them down below. Send me a message on Instagram, whatever. But yeah, that's it. All right. Peace. See ya.